Hello everyone, welcome to PassionWaterTarot. My name is Mama Do, and I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. I know it's Sunday, and I know I still call this Missing Person Monday. So I guess we'll change it to Missing Person Sunday. But then again, I don't come out with the readings until late in the day, right? So some people still are not seeing them till Monday. And thank you for the views. Thank you so much, everybody. But we're going to talk about today a missing person out of New Mexico. A Native American, an indigenous person from what they call it, the MMIW. The biggest problem with those is there never seems to be enough information. That makes it very hard. Especially when you're trying to do a reading for them, when you're trying to reach out and connect with their spirit, with spirits that are around them, and so forth. Now, for everybody who would like to support this channel, please do by subscribing. Go right down there and click that subscribe button, and then hit the all word so that you receive notifications when future readings are uploaded and available. That is really appreciated a lot. You have no idea how much. So, let's talk about this person. There's not a lot. There's just really not a lot to tell. Her name is Laverda Sorrell. Sorrell. Her date of birth is November 26th of 1957. She has black hair, brown eyes, 5'1", about 110 pounds, female. And I haven't read anywhere which tribe she belongs to, but I'm going to go on a limb here and say most likely Navajo, because, well, she lived in Navajo, New Mexico, okay? So I can't guarantee that's her tribe affiliation, but it's my best guess. Let's talk about what happened to her. She was with her husband. I forgot his name. Wow. Ed, it seems like his name was Ed. I'm looking over here on this other page to see if they list his name on here. Edwin, something to that effect. Somebody correct me below because I'm not putting my fingers on it right away. But anyways, it was their anniversary of July the 4th, 2002. And they left their home in Navajo, New Mexico, and drove down through Fort Defiance, Arizona, and then went on through Window Rock to Gallup, New Mexico, and they had dinner there. On the way back home, they stopped at a gas station about 3/4 of the way to Windows Rock. Then they go to Windows Rock, where they were having a festival, and they see the oldest daughter there, and the daughter reports that her dad came up to her and reminded her of her curfew, which I believe was 10 o'clock at night, okay? And for her to be home and to be home on time. The daughter of Laverda, says she never saw her mother at Window Rock. Okay. Could the mother have stayed in the car? Sure. Absolutely. Especially if they were parked in a questionable area just to make sure it wasn't getting towed. It wasn't like it took two people to remind one teenager of their curfew. So, according to the husband, at that point, he got back in the car, and at some point there was a phone call, alright, to a person who possibly could have been having an affair with Laverda, or wanted to have an affair with Laverda. Somebody who was attracted to Laverda. And Laverda then told the husband that she needed to go to her job. Well, this is where I think things get a little sideways, okay? Number one, the daughter did not see mom at the festival in Window Rock. Number two, Laverda works for a school district, and the husband reports he dropped her off between 11 and 11:30 p.m. at the school district, and she's never been seen since. What would she be doing there at that time of night? How would she even have access to the building? School districts are not 24-hour businesses. Had she arranged to meet somebody else there? Those are questions that need to be answered. Why did the police let him stick to this story when Laverda did not have key access to the building? She did not have access to enter the building at 11:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night. So where was some more questioning from the detectives? And why, for everything holy, is this case constantly being swept to the side? And that's what it is being done. Why? Because there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah, we got the Gallup police, we got the Window Rock police, we got the Fort Defiance police, we have the Navajo police, we actually have the tribal police, and we have the FBI. Don't forget, New Mexico Highway Patrol is on this, as well as Arizona Highway Patrol. For real, for real, for real. We have too many cooks in the kitchen, nothing's getting done. Nothing. Laverda's brother has spoken out. And he's made comments that this marriage was very dramatic. There was a lot of violence in this marriage, in this relationship between her and her husband. And I can't help but believe that he's quite the talker. I mean, he got the cops off of his back with a story that is terrible. That a story that leads to more questions than it does to answers. And it does. It leads to more questions, not to answers. So why are you dropping her off at a place that she does not have access to at 11 o'clock at night and just leaving her there? So you're just leaving her outside, stranded. Very questionable. So, the daughter said she went home. She got home for her curfew, and from the looks of the house, nobody was there. So here it is now after 10 o'clock, and nobody's at home. Mom, Dad, nobody's at home. Place looks, everybody's out and about. Nobody's there. But when she wakes up the next morning, good old dad, tells him Mom has abandoned you. And she's not coming back. She doesn't want to raise her children no more. She's leaving you, or she has left you, for all intents and purposes. And this is early in the morning, July the 5th. What a thing to say to your children, even if it were true. Do you not have any love within you to protect them? To provide and protect for them? Is your selfishness so great that you want to hurt them just as badly as you feel the sting? What happened the night of July the 4th when nobody else was around? On that drive, somewhere between that gas station and Navajo, what happened? And I dare to say what happened between the gas station and Window Rock. Because she wasn't seen in Window Rock. Alright. Once again, I'm sorry. I really want to know this husband's name. By the way, the FBI is offering a $10,000 reward, and the phone number to call if you have any information. If you recall any interactions with Laverda or with her husband, her children, at work, it doesn't matter, wherever, or any interaction with that husband, the boyfriend, supposed boyfriend, afterwards. The FBI phone number is 505-889-1300. Please remember, she deserves justice. She's a daughter, a mother, a sister, and an aunt. And now she's a grandmother, even though she never got to experience that in this lifetime. I want to Google something. All of them, he said, husband, husband, husband. I believe his name is Ed. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. Okay, one last thing before we start the reading on this. She went missing July the 4th. That was the last time she was seen. He told his children the morning of July the 5th that she was gone, that she had deserted them, and she wasn't coming back. She was not reported missing by the husband. It was by another family member, and they didn't report her until July the 8th. That's right. He didn't even report her. Even though he told the children she was gone, he did not report her missing. And he says last time he saw her, he was dropping her off at the school, or at the school building. Let's find out from Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors what happened to Laverda Sorrell the day that she disappeared, the day that she vanished. Can you give us any information, Spirit, regarding the day that Laverda Sorrell vanished? I'm going back to the camera one. There we go. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Alright. What do you got, Spirit? What would you like to reveal to us about Laverda Sorrell? The tower, it fell. There was a huge uproar. There was a time when the earth below you could feel the shaking of the tower as it was crumbling. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Unable to protect herself. I hear the words, at his mercy. At their mercy. What else do we have, Spirit? What else can you tell us about the disappearance of Laverda Sorrell? The moon in reverse. Things coming to light, things being discovered, things being revealed. People know. Somebody knows. Somebody knows what happened. They know where she's at. Who knows, Spirit? Who is the one that knows? A Queen of Cups. A Cancer, most likely a Cancer, but it can be a Pisces or a Scorpio. It's a very loving, gentle female. Somebody who is revered in the family. Seven of Pentacles. But they're not going to bring it up. They'll never repeat what they know. Wow. They brush it out of their mind. They don't want to think back on the violence that was put upon Laverda. There was a lot of violence. It was a very harsh attack. You see the sword, the knife going into the heart, and judgment. There was a decision made to take that life, to stop that life from progressing. Wow. It's a very angry, selfish person. A person who has severe control issues. Anything else, Spirit, that you would like to reveal to us regarding Laverda? Can you tell us how she expired? King of Wands. It was done out of anger, lots of anger. Feeling less than, lacking. This person really feels a lot like they're lacking in who they are, what they bring to the table. They feel, the word I'm looking for here is that they're not enough compared to Laverda. That Laverda's energy was pretty spectacular. And she attracted people to her for abundance, for a wand in reverse. Yeah, this person was quite jealous of Laverda and the way that everybody loved and respected her, especially how they look at this person with, they just barely tolerate this other person. This person is not somebody they admire. Seven of Swords in reverse. This person wanted to take away I don't want to use the word prestigious, because there's nothing false about it. But everybody loved Laverda. They loved being around her energy. They loved spending time with her. She drew people together. She brought more laughter to the table. And this person felt like they were constantly in competition with her, and they wanted to remove her from the game. And we got two extra cards this time. Seven of Cups in reverse. It's time to remove the clouds. It's time to remove the smoke, the mirrors, and the Knave of Wands. All bullshit aside, let's put it honestly. The Knave of Wands, a message, a fiery message, whether it's passionate, imaginative, but it's a no-go for it. So it's taken away this person's lies, taking away their false sense of security. Clear the smoke. Keep the conversation going. There's somebody here that knows what happened. And this person is really somebody that needs to be questioned, okay? because they're not somebody's pastor, okay? They're not the priest at church. They don't have immunity for what they know regarding a person's murder, regarding about where their body has been dumped. Let's see if we can find out any information about where the remains of Laverda is located. Nine of Pentacles, not a flat surface. It's not on a mesa. This is a rugged terrain. Four of Pentacles. It's like a hill. It's not really steep, but it's got a couple, it's got this flat sides and it goes upward. And the King of Wands in reverse. That help. Yeah. This person had some help. Whether it was the planning of where to get rid of her body, to get rid of her remains. This female over here was consulted. This female may own this land. Okay? Please do not discount that. Is there any other information, Spirit, about where the remains of Laverda are located? Page of Swords. Hold on. Sorry about that. That was a car. And if you know anything about where I live at the dead end of a road. And usually, especially right now with it being really cold, nobody's going to the lake. So if somebody's coming down here, they're usually coming to my house. And we've been having a lot of deliveries, and no, they don't usually deliver on Sunday, but they will, especially right now during the holiday season. So I was just making sure we didn't have somebody outside. Page of Swords. A message of clarity. A message of honesty. This person is ready to get this information off their chest. They're ready to tell what they know. They've carried it for way too many years. I mean, it was July the 4th, 2002. So you're talking 19 and a half years now that this person has been holding this. And they're ready to release this information. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about the disappearance of Laverda? What can you tell us anything about the person that harmed Laverda? Was it her spouse? The devil. The damn devil did it. Somebody full of anger. Somebody with control issues. Very well could have had drug or alcohol problems or some other type of an addiction problem. Was it another male? We have a sideline story. Once again, the tower starts it off. It was a hell of a night. There was so much arguing. I don't know what started it. Things were revealed, things were said that had never quite been said that way before. There was promises made that there'll be a better day tomorrow. But what had already been done by the light of the moon was already done. And so there was talk of divorce. There was talk of breakup. 8 of Swords in reverse. Ready to get out of it. Wanting out of the marriage. Wanting out of the relationship. Wanting done with it. Tired of the crap. All BS aside. There was a whole lot said that night. A whole lot done. There was a lot of accusations. And some very serious truths that were revealed. Clarify the 7 of Cups in reverse and the Knave of Wands in reverse, Spirit. It was a huge fight, a huge argument, a huge confrontation. Knight of Swords is out again. I know we've seen that one before. We saw the Page of Swords, sorry. We have the Knight of Swords now. Yeah, there was so many sharp words used. So many accusations and threats. And there was threat to take her life. And that threat was followed through on. By somebody very evil-minded. Somebody who had a lot of control issues, a lot of addiction to deal with. A person who didn't care how much they hurt somebody else as long as they were able to quench their satisfaction. So what's the most likely outcome of this reading? Ace of Cups. A new level of respect, a new level of love, self-love, loving yourself as you are deserving of being loved. Realizing that Laverda loved you and would be here beside you today as she could be. And that is clarified by the Hierophant. I like that. Why do I like that? Because he's like the wise man, okay? He's the all-knowing. He's the wise one that is giving you advice, such as zip up your coat before you go outside. Put on your gloves before you put on your jacket so that they're inside, right? Just little tidbits that I'm sure Laverda told you kids when you were younger. You may or may not remember some of the things that she told you, but they were mom tidbits that she shared with you all. Now, for all those invested in this reading, for all those who are family, friends, soul tribe, investigators, detectives, number one of your jurisdictions, take over control. Take leadership and ownership of this case so we can bring this person to justice. So we can bring Laverda home, okay? Affirmation for this reading is, I'm always learning. Never stop learning. Never stop being willing to learn. To see through somebody's lies. To bring truth and justice to the table. And the romance card is engagement. Engagement. I love it. Be engaged with this case. Make her your fiance. Engage with this case to bring Laverda home, to bring justice to Laverda and her children and her family. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And the Archangel card for this reading is you know what to do. Start all over from scratch. Ask the questions again. Ask the hard questions. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Now, I haven't been pulling one of these cards, but I want to for Laverda. So what is the synopsis for this reading? Paradise. Paradise. Somebody's imaginary paradise of getting the control that they want. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Well, that's the way that this person saw their life until this argument, until these truths were exposed. And then it became a dastardly act to destroy somebody's life because they knew the truth about you. They could see through the mask and see the real you. So let's ask Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors for the advice card for all those invested, for family, friends, soul tribe, investigators, detectives. The advice card regarding Laverda is the Altar Priestess. Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. Prepare. Study the case. Know the case. I know there's been a lot of FBI agents on the case, 3 or 4 to be, at least. Study the case. Get to know the case. Get to know the victim. Get to know the people of interest. Ask the hard questions. Ask the hard question again. Prepare. Ask spirit guide, angels, and ancestors to guide you in the questioning, in the answers, in the case, and sacred ritual. Hey, if that means that you get up every morning and you brush your teeth, then you go have 2 pieces of toast and 1.5 cups of coffee with creamer and sugar, then that's your ritual. You do it. You do it. And the whole time you do it, you be focusing positive manifestations of bringing justice to Laverda. Okay, everybody. I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to ask each and every one of you, if you have any information regarding Laverda, Sorrell, please contact the FBI. If you have any information whatsoever, whether it was an interaction with her husband, even her children, because they were young. They may not remember every little thing between now and then. Okay? And they could use a little help, a little reminder there. Alright? If you have any information, please contact the FBI so that we can bring justice to Laverda, so we can find her and bring her home. I do believe she is on the property of a female that is very close. Someone who is a near and dear soulmate to the predator. And I call them a predator. Because what they did, the way they attacked her, was so horrible. And it was absolutely done to cause harm. Irreversible harm. Okay? Please send love and light to Laverda's family, friends, and soul tribe. Especially with Christmas creeping up on us now, just a few days away. Every year, not knowing is difficult, just as difficult as the last year was. It's the not knowing that hurts so deeply to these families. But I'm going to give my voice a little bit of a rest now. If y'all not noticed, I've been trying something a little different to strengthen my voice, to strengthen the muscles of my face. That last infection that I had, where my face was swollen for about 3 months there, destroyed a bunch of the muscles and it weakened them. So that's a change in my voice now. And I'm doing all these exercises to strengthen these muscles so I can speak more clearly again. But it's probably going to take several weeks to get there, at the very least. But I'm going to keep doing it anyways. So, guys, let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you think about this case. Let me know if you have more questions for this case that I can ask Spirit. And we'll do a part 2 for Laverda. Thank you all so much. Like I said, if you haven't had a chance, please go down and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the all button so you receive notification when future readings are up and available. And thank you, those who have sent some donations right here at Christmas. Wow, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I know, guys. I know. It's been a rough year and a half for me. I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and I was only on YouTube for just a short few months when I found out about the cancer. And then all hell started breaking loose. And all the chemo started and all the radiation started after all the pain and what wasn't going on, right? And then all the infection started setting in. Oh my God. It was just one thing on top of another. But I'm going to get this voice thing straightened out one way or another. But anyways, guys, it's a great day. I'll see y'all soon with the next missing person reading. And if you have any questions, concerns, compliments, or to the chef, let me know. Namaste.